Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream with Mr. M. Mr. M, how you doing, man?
Hey, Da Vinci, I'm doing great. Glad to be here. We were having some serious laugh
I know.
backstage. Right?
I didn't hear about the ray gun thing, and I was like, damn,
Yeah,
people, no, her, all of her friends should not be her friend anymore.
yeah. They should have said, "Are you okay in doing it? You seriously considering?"
Exactly.
Yeah, it was hilarious, guys. If you've not seen it, please Google it whenever you have time. A Olympic Australian lady breakdancing, amazing, amazing. Honestly,
Wow. Wow. Yes. Okay. The Olympics is supposed to be the best of the best, and that's why people are a little offended by the opening Olympics, right? You're making fun, mockery of the people who are strong, who spent hours working hard, like dedicating their lives and getting even injured in order to be the best of the best. And that was a mockery in the beginning, and what she did was a mockery. And but everybody's mocking her now. So, oh well. Anyways, I know you're here for crypto. We were just laughing backstage about that, and yeah, we're going to be doing going over some of the news, and also going to DGen, and also answer your questions at the end of the show. But don't forget, you know what we Mr. M has his own show. If you go to Mr. M's podcast and subscribe, because you know what, he's almost at 10,000 subscribers, and I'm almost at 600,000 subscribers. But Mr. M, right, he needs your support, so I really appreciate it if you head over there and hit subscribe. Let's go over our sponsors for the show. Just pay some bills here, and starting with CoinW, right? If you head over to coinw.davincij15.com, w.davincij15.com, and subscribe, right? You can gain some chance to win some rewards, and you can help. You can learn how to trade, and trade better, or get some help in your trading with the CoinW group, right? Only people who sign up with my link can access this group. So go ahead and do that today. Um,
exactly.
Also, we have another sponsor.
Yeah, we have Margex. If you wish to trade Bitcoin volatility with no KYC, which is nice, no VPN, nothing. So nothing is needed beside you signing up. We have another link in the comments down below, excuse me, where you can get up to $100,000 $100 in bonus, right? So it's not bad. And they do copy trading. It's really cool. They have 2 mobile apps. So go and check it out, because Bitcoin is moving always, right? So if you wish to trade, it's beautiful volatility, you have options, which is nice.
Yeah. So let me just show you guys where this is located. You can see here there is Margex, right? If you want to click on that, and let's go over the news right now. So if you scroll down, you'll see there is a links of news links, and let's start with this one right here and talk about that. I see here. Just leave this here. Okay, let's see. This is I guess this is the stock to flow ratio, and it looks like we are going to be well over 100K very shortly, closer to $1 million, right? Which is where Bitcoin should be. Here's why. Do you know why Bitcoin should be, Marzio, at $1 million even today?
Because it's money.
Yeah, exactly. And if you say no, okay, want you to explain something to you, right? Um, Businesses and governments don't trust each other, right? But they have to transact with each other, right? They like to cheat. People would like to cheat each other, right? They cheat each other with the most the government that cheats the most amount of people is the United States government with their U.S. dollars. They force everybody to use US dollars, and they print them for free, and be able to buy stuff. Now, if you think that that's not cheating, you are delusional. Right? That is effectively enslaving the whole world. Now, it is what it is. That's where our system is right now. And if we used Bitcoin, there's no cheating. There's no increasing of the supply. No nation can increase the supply. No corporation can increase the supply. And on top of that, when they want to transact and move monies back and forth, whether it's a bank, government, or corporation, between two separate corporations, two separate governments, two separate banks, or a group of banks, or a group of corporations, or a group of governments, they can do that with Lightning Network at zero fees. Think about that for a second. Zero fees. I want you to let that sink in for you. They can instantly transact and settle up their differences instantly at zero fees.
Exactly. And you know what's the best part? You cannot stop it because there is no CEO, there is no company, there is no incorporation, there is no HQ. There is nothing you can push to stop it. That's why I think it's going to change everything. I mean, it's changing everything already, but
Yeah, you have no idea how high Bitcoin is going to go. You will be considered crazy lucky to buy it at this price it is today at 60K. Crazy lucky. So be the crazy lucky person, right? Make sure if you do any degenning that you take the profits and you put it back in Bitcoin, right?
sell
Support.
half when it doubles, right?
Mm-hmm. And don't and then take that, put that money away, and then leave the rest to ride, and then you can use the rest of that for another degen, right? That's how you do it. Proper. All right. Let's go on to another news article. Let's see here. What do we got here? Cardano founder offers 1 million to hack lace paper wallet. Really? Okay. Oh, so they created a new wallet. Is it a paper wallet?
I think it was
Okay.
while he was in Vegas at the Rare Evo event, which has happened, I think, this weekend. I'm not sure. But it's quite bold, right? Like if you hack it, you keep it. It's $1 million.
I mean, if it's a paper wallet, I don't see how you can do that. But um, if it's a software wallet, yeah, there's a way. Cardano founder Charles Hopkinson has initiated a $1 million challenge encouraging the ADA community to test the security of the newly introduced lace paper wallet. Hopkins called the community to attempt to breach the wallet's defenses, offering a 1 million reward to anyone who can hack it. Okay. I guess it is a piece of software. Details with Lace Paper Wallet integrates advanced encryption, user-friendly interface to give users a robust security option. It allows users to restore access to their funds using a single encrypted QR code. This new feature aims to simplify the security of the user, even as it strengthens it by requiring physical possession of the QR code for access. Okay, interesting, interesting.
Mm.
All right. Well, we would need to see. I would need more on how I'd try to attack this thing. If I'm a software developer, I don't know anything. I don't even know where the software is. I never seen. They don't really detail much about the software, so I can't say for sure if it's hackable or there's a point of. I can't
Failure.
even begin to explain a point of entry so you can hack this.
Mm.
All right, moving on. Excuse me. Apple NFC upgrade paves the way for USDC tap to pay on iPhones, Circle CEO says. Oh yeah, well, dude, who cares about USDC tap to pay? What about Bitcoin tap to pay? What about Ethereum tap to pay? What about Solana tap to pay? Well, that
If it
Solana.
works, tap and pray. Tap and pray.
Tap and pray. Oh, Solana.
Yeah,
Oh, you
sorry.
deserve.
I had to say it. I'm sorry. No, by the way, I like Solana, by the way. It was just like a joke.
Yes,
Yeah. So,
yes, we had to. We had to. Come on, man. It's down worse than the banking system, right? I mean, come on. All right, Jeremy Allaire, the CEO of Circle, uh, revealed that USDC tap to pay would soon be made possible on iPhones in response to Apple's recent update, according to an August 14th statement. This is, well, it can't undermine the value of this, right? If because most people, well, that's not real. Bitcoin's not real money. Ethereum not real value. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, same, man. I'm just clearing my throat. I don't know, something in Dubai maybe, but same problem.
I think because we were laughing so much, we ended up, taking
Probably.
on air and stuff like that. We were laughing so much about anyways,
Yeah.
tap to pay using USDC on iPhones coming soon. Wallet devs, start your engines. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Meanwhile, Alaire certifies the Circle has no direct relationship or partnership with Apple Pay or Apple Pay. Okay, well, this is good news, right? It shows that it's good news and bad news because it shows that Apple has control over whether or not we use crypto in a quick, easy fashion, right? Um, and that's fine. It would be cool if we see them enable this and shut it off. Why? Why do I think it would be better if they enable it and everybody uses it and shut it off? Anyone? Anyone? Ferris? It means that we'd find new solutions around Apple's dominance and same with Google's, right? We would go around and go, okay, well, we need to have something open here, right? An open standard, right? Of phones and devices, the portable devices that we use on a daily basis. And that's what's needed, right? And then boom, they would lose their Apple tax, right? Immediately, right? After that. And once we have that open standard, right? Because then they'd be done, right? People will move to that open standard, right?
Yep.
And so that's what's needed, right? And people don't innovate until there's a reason to do so. And if Apple gives us a reason to do so, we will, right? That's the key thing. So yeah, that's why I think it's best if they may. It is bad for them to have this control because they can shut it off, but it's also good for us if they do shut it off, right? Because then we will realize the truth that this is not good, how much power they have, right?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the quote Apple tax because everything you do on the Apple Store is it what 30% they take? So they are not actually helping innovation, Max, right? Because if they charge the Apple tax as we call it, so do you think if they do something like this, I mean, it's not possible. They cannot take 30% on transaction. That would be crazy, right?
No.
So I don't know. Not sure what's going to happen, but hopefully they won't take any percentage on. Otherwise, who's going to use it? No one, right? Imagine.
Yeah, it would be useless if they did that. Okay, let's take a look at this other final news here. Okay, yeah, whatever. Introducing Metamask Card. Upgrade your crypto spending. Okay, with Metamask Card, users can now spend their crypto anywhere Mastercard is accepted.
Wow.
This pilot is available to a limited group of users in the EU and the UK only. Okay, well, figures.
Well, they'll probably extend it, right? So if this goes well, I'm sure they'll extend it to US and maybe elsewhere.
An exciting development for crypto natives and everyday consumers alike. MetaMask Mastercard Bannex Crypto Life have launched a pilot of the MetaMask card, sorry, and the world's first Mastercard payment card that enables direct spending from your MetaMask wallet. Wow,
Yeah, it's pretty cool,
impressive.
right?
Enables users can now make everyday purchases with their crypto anywhere, Mastercard is accepted. Well, there is because Ethereum, right, is a contract-based system. You can enable someone permanent access to your MetaMask wallet. Now, you wouldn't want to. Um, I would not suggest you give them your main wallet, access to your main wallet. You open up a specific wallet
Yep.
called the Mastercard wallet, and then dump only money that you're willing to lose or spend at the time in that account. So, for example, let's just say you're sitting at the restaurant, you want to pay with your Mastercard. It's empty, your MetaMask, but then you go, okay, I'm going to transfer this over to my MetaMask account, $100 to pay for my lunch, and then you go pay you transfer it to your secondary account, the account that the card is actually connected to. Why would you do it that way? Because at any point in time, someone could take the companies behind it can take the money out, right? So
Yep.
you don't want them to have that kind of power, right? That's all.
Yeah, it's always a good idea. That's actually a fantastic tip. Always a good idea to separate, right? Even your DGen wallet, keep it separate from your stack. Because if something happens to that wallet, you will lose everything. Whether, like Da Vinci said, if you had a Metamask Mastercard wallet, you can give yourself an allowance saying, I'm going to deposit $500 a month, $5,000 a month, whatever it might be, and separate your saving account, your Ethereum savings, your Solana savings, whatever crypto you want to save, versus the one you spend to put gas or go to dinner or whatever. So I like this. I think it's great as long as you manage it, like you said, right? It could be helpful.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, so let's go over to our DGen corner, right? Right, and talk about Orc. Orc has, yeah, I mean, it recently just pumped like 3 million market cap for a little bit there, and let me just switch. Is that USD? Yeah, it's USD. And yeah, it's headed upwards. So if you're missing the boat right now, you get a chance to buy it for less than 1 cent. We're going to over $1 billion market cap and beyond. So it's up to you if you want to join this boat.
Is it
Right?
less than 10? Is it less than 10 million, right? It's 9 something?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Wow.
Yeah, somebody else got a little excited a few hours ago and went, "Oh, I'm all in." Right? So there it is, right?
Yeah.
Waffles as well, right? Waffles has a lot of support software that actually use the Waffles token, right? And you can learn about those Waffles token software at wafflej15.com as well, right?
I love the swap, the waffle swaps. I actually use it a couple of times. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite.
And check out PayPay. PayPay has bottom finally, right? We've hit the rock bottom, and now we're heading upwards. So make sure you hold on to your PayPay because I'm holding on to mine all the way to $1 billion market cap. It's an easy win. China's set to unban crypto soon. It's all over the news. Everybody's talking about it, and so once that happens, watch out. PayPay. Time to get PayPay.
Exactly.
Oh, damn. All right, let's get on to the questions for the day.
We have let me switch on our face view. We have a super chat from Isma. It says, thank you, by the way, for the super chat. It says, oh, not this one, sorry. It says, where do you see Ethereum in 1 year? Love that. What do you think, Da Vinci?
Well, in 1 year, I think Ethereum will be over $8,000, right? We're going to see it in between $8,000 to $10,000 and probably even higher. I'm looking forward to seeing Ethereum well over. I think it's going to be over $6,000 by the end of the year at least, right? If not more, right? And then yeah, Ethereum is just going to just destroy the situation. But I think Bitcoin will probably outperform everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you're going to go to 10K, but definitely, I think if we are not, we're going close to it. And I don't know if you remember, guys, but a few months ago, in 1 day, in one day, Ethereum moved as much as all the entire market cap of Solana. Just, just a gentle reminder,
Mm-hmm.
because people have forgotten how crazy Ethereum is when it goes, right? Because so far we've seen only, downside and kind of boring price action, but when it goes, it goes. So I also think before the end of the year, it will be, I think 6K is a good call. It's basically what, twice where we are now, more or less. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
sounds good.
Mm-hmm. So
Let
next
me
question. Let's see here.
let me see. I'm scanning the chat, by the way. Let me know if you see something as well. There is
Do you believe in BlockDAG is a scam? Yes, BlockDAG, the company, like for example, there's a company just called BlockDAG or something like that. That's a scam. It was a 100% scam. Once I actually fell for that stupid scam.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is a scam, right? It's a really good elaborate scam though. They had me. They had me. Um, they had me really believing in the pre-sale, and yeah, if they're real, right, they would refund my money when I said, okay, can I get a refund?
I don't know what
Right?
this is. I have no idea what this is.
It's a scam, the well-designed scam I've ever seen in my entire life.
Never heard of this. But what is this? Like the DeFi thing? What is this? Well, I mean, what is supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a new token, right, for using BlockDAG, right?
Oh,
And so look how well organized. I mean, this is the second video, well put out video that they have done, all using AI and stuff like that. It is the most elaborate scam on the flicking planet.
wow. Okay. It's
So I
wow.
said, listen, if you're not a scam, you're going to refund my money, right?
Well, yeah. Okay. But they didn't refund you anything.
No. And so
Mm.
yeah, it's a complete scam. Please do not invest in this product. It is 100% a key, a 100% scam. Everything that they're doing is a scam. All of those products don't exist, and you are being defrauded.
Damn, it's so easy nowadays to get scammed. Guys, be careful, please. Please be careful, right? Because
This is a well organized scam.
it's really easy to get scammed nowadays, right? So
Hmm.
be careful where you store your crypto. Be careful where you click. Make sure there's now AI. There is fake videos of people saying things. So be extremely careful. And if something sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, make sure you are safe because everyone is going to want to get your crypto. The more we go forward, the more value is going to be, right? So
Yep. All
okay,
right.
so we got one that says, hey, Mr. Da Vinci, I want to invest $500 in crypto, but I'm thinking on investing on Solana. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you just buy Soul, that's fine, right? If you ape into some, degen, right? You have to be very careful out there, right? There's lots of crappy degen projects out there, and that will take your money, right? So be careful.
Yeah, there is one from Nikki as well, similar, and it says, if you have 5K, how much you would invest? I would say, I don't know if you agree with me, Da Vinci, I would take half into Bitcoin. So let's say $5,000, you take $2,500 in Bitcoin. That's it. And you forget about it for 8, 10, as long as you can, 15 years. The other half, which is 2,500, you can spread it in between maybe some on Ethereum, right?
Hmm.
And the rest you can go a little bit more degen into Orc, into Waffles, into like meme coins. They have a big potential. Solana, those ones. I don't know if you agree, but I would do that 50% at least Bitcoin, right? Because that will forgive all the mistakes you make with the meme coins.
Exactly. That's a good idea. Perfect. I agree 100%.
Nice. 50% Bitcoin is always a good idea. Where
Mhm.
do you see PayPay at the end of next year?
Well,
Let's
at the end of next year, I think PayPay will be up there with one of the rest of the meme coins, be the top 100 coins in the one coin market cap. Um, I really think that this is one of those ones that I didn't want to miss again because I missed Pepe, right? I honestly didn't go heavy on Pepe. I just went a few $100s, and even then I sold, right? So
That makes sense. Yep. Let me see. 50%. Well, 50% is what I have. Well, 50% of your investment, right? So if you have $1,000, 50% will be $500, right? So nice. Thank you, by the way, for all the comments. How about medieval empires target?
medieval empires. I think medieval. If they can publish their game before the end of the year, medieval empires will rise. I think we'll see it in the $1 billion market cap if they could just publish the goddamn game because the game's good, right? They need to start marketing it.
Yeah,
It's
indeed.
fun.
They just
Right?
launched a NFT collection which has gone sold out in half an hour. 4,444 commander in NFTs that have utility in the game. So they've been minted super fast. So yeah, it's a good team as well. They're good people. They got Luke and many other good guys. So I think they're going to do well. I agree. Let's see. Da Vinci, do you still believe SHIB will pump?
Shiba Inu, yes. Shiba Inu again is one of those top coins, meme coins that are going to do well, and yeah, we'll see it pump once again. Shiba will come back heavy and probably take out its previous highs. Right, so it's now basing at the bottom here, so we could see it pump again once again very soon.
Nice. Yeah, Seth is saying stacking sats and some alts. Exactly. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
way. That is the way. And guys, don't forget to smash the like button, guys, because we have a lot of people
Mhm.
watching and only 77 likes. I think we can use a little
All right.
bit more.
Come on, guys, hit the like if you want some questions answered.
Exactly. Some people are asking about, many people actually are asking about Ondo, which is RWA. I don't know much about it, but I know it's a real world asset. But
Okay, here's my problem with RWA assets, right? All real world assets. So, for example, let's just say let's take real estate as a real world asset. You buy real estate to rent it out, right? And you rent it out to gain income, right? So let's just say you're gaining an income of I don't know $1,000 a month. You are still subjected to the laws of the government, right? And so, for example, just like in COVID nonsense, people were allowed to not pay their rent, right? By decree of the law. And now you get to starve, right? Whilst the person living here lives it rent free, based on the laws, right? So that's your real world asset for you. Or what's worse is eventually they're going to print so much freaking money, the prices are going to go up, and you're going to have to increase your rent in order to so you don't starve, right? And what happens? The government says no, you can't do that, right? So the government has control over your real world assets, not you, right? And you have to understand that and accept that and play within that rules. Now, is it impossible to use a real world asset to increase your wealth? No, right? But you have to understand what could come down the pipe and be prepared for that, right? And so, how do you prepare for that? Well, first off, you don't use real world assets as a means of income, the only means of income for your wealth, right? Um, it is very risky to do that, right? It should not. It should be spread out across different jurisdictions if you do it, right? Um, because you don't know what any jurisdiction is going to do, right? And so that's why I'm thinking, RWA has its ups and its downs, right? If you're talking about collector cards as RWA, fine. Usually the government does not come after collectibles.
Yeah, but then who owns the collectible, right? So we go back to this, like you said, on the jacket and the token. I mean, yes, there is already a market for everything, right? So can you make money? Yes, but then when you break it down to diminishing or mitigating the risk, I mean, Bitcoin is still the best option.
Exactly.
I mean, it's hands down, right? So, I mean, you can risk, you can decide to allocate a portion of your portfolio in those things, but it's like the stock and real estate. You know, we talked about many times on this channel and many other platforms. You don't actually own your home, guys. You don't. It's not yours. They'll tax you on it, and it's okay. You can decide to quote have it, but it's not yours. And if someone decides to take it, they'll take it. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, real estate, you can still do it, right? It's not like you can't own real estate, but you got to do it properly and not the brokey way. What's the brokey way? Oh, I want to buy and then pay off my mortgage. Well, this is how you get wiped out and lose all your money. What are you talking about, Da Vinci? Oh, houses only go up. Do you know why it's going up? Is it logical for it to only go up? Is it logical? Please explain that. Is that logical? No, it's not, right? It's not logical for it to go 20, 30% up nonstop, right? It's only going up in these large numbers, right? Which is not real value. Is because you can print money and buy the house, right? That's why. And so eventually that comes to an end,
Yeah.
right? And what's the real value of a house then? When no one can print money and buy it. What's the real value? Please explain. That's right. It's what someone can work and save and buy it with cash. That's his real value.
Yeah. It's the old real estate thing is an interesting debate for sure. Even the old thing, the mortgage, the bank lending you the money, and the whole idea of having a family, buying a home, and investing into a home. Well, if you live into your home and you have a mortgage, it's not an asset; it's a liability. So,
And it
is it?
also makes you feel rich when you're not, right? Uh, When you say, well, my house is worth $2.5 million. And you have like a regular 9 to 5, $60,000 a year job, right? You feel like, okay, well, I'm still like my net worth is like 2.5 million, blah, blah, blah. Dude, man, unless you take that $2.5 million and put it into Bitcoin, you're screwed, right? Why? Because that money is going to disappear once the music stops, and the music will stop. They can't print money forever, right? They can't. And
Yeah.
even if they did, well, your house could go to, from not from 2 million, 2.5 million, but to 200 million, right? But then let's just say with that 200 million, you could only, buy 5 cars, right? Or 2 cars or 3 cars, right? Then you realize, wait a second here, I've lost a lot of value. Yeah, you did.
We were showing on the show. It was yesterday, right? We were showing the Big Mac inflation. I mean, the burger itself has gone down in size, and the price has gone up from 50 cents to $8, like the Big Mac, right? So you can see they are taking you from two sides. Well, the product is getting smaller and it's getting more expensive. But how long do we have until the burger keeps shrinking and is going up in value? At some point, something has to happen, right? Otherwise, the burger is going to become like this big and it's going to cost $1 million, right?
Yeah, I
So,
remember that a burger, Big Mac was only $5 back in 2020, right? When I was looking at the Big Mac price, and I was thinking, man, wait until that doubles, and look at that, man, it's like almost doubled. It's at $8. Jesus.
yeah, exactly. So, it's tricky. So you have to think about super carefully where do you want to put your money, right? So you go to work, you have your sweat equity. So how do you save yourself from inflation, which is not 2.9%? I'm sorry, it's not. So where are you going to store them? What are you going to buy? what is it going to be in 10 years time, right? And what is really yours, by the way, because that's a different rabbit hole. What is ownership? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself before you randomly buy something, or just because everyone is doing something, right? You feel entitled to do so. Just make sure you question everything, even these live stream, by the way. So don't trust anybody. Just study whatever you think is best for you, but you've got to do something, because if you leave the money in the bank, well, they are not yours, but even if they were yours, they are going to demolish themselves, right? So yeah, think about these things, because in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they could make a massive difference in your life, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I like DTM. Mr. M is hot. Thank you. I'll take it.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
Yeah, it's all Da Vinci, guys. I have the privilege and the pleasure in staying close to this man who's teaching me a lot. So thank you, Da Vinci, for allowing me to stay with you and do these live streams. I love them.
Okay. All right. So next question.
I'm
Let's do
scanning the
one more.
chat.
Let's do a few more. Can we get some likes happening? Some loves?
That would be nice.
How many
That
likes?
will be nice. Someone is asking when, let me see, I think I saved it. When is the bull market start? I mean, guys, the bull market is already on, right? We are
It is on.
50% into it, right? So not long ago, Bitcoin was at what, $15,000? We are now at 60,000.
So let's see here. If we were to go back in time 1 year from now, right? And say, what the bull market? Let's go back in time. And you tell me, right? And somebody's gonna say, I'm gonna tell, if we go back in history 1 year, right? And say, someone's gonna say, when's the bull market started and price is going to be. Let's see here. Where's it? 2024, 2023. So let's go June, July, August. Oh, there it is, right here, August 2023. Dude, man, when the bull market starting? and I say, well, it's already starting. And they said, and I'm going to say, in the future, we're going to be at 60,000, and you're going to say the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if only you had some track records, Da Vinci, about this. I told you so. I wonder.
Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Can you go back, if you were to go back in time and tell people that you asked this question when we're at 60K, you know what they would say? You're stupid.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. They won't believe it. But yeah, I guess time will tell, right?
Oh my God.
Time will tell. Let me see. Someone is asking about Ton. Okay, let me see. I saved it. Okay, Umar is saying, what do you think about Ton? Sorry, we're not ignoring you. There is a lot of comments in the chat. But so Ton, Da Vinci, what are your thoughts? Because I have an opinion on Ton, but I wonder, what do you think?
Well, my opinion on Ton is that I don't like I honestly think they had a good thing to set up, an easy thing to set up and get all the users instantly, like what's it called? Meta did. They got everybody onto Threads instantly. How did they do that? It was one click. They didn't ask me for my freaking phone number. They didn't ask me for my email when I went on to Meta, right? They didn't ask me if didn't wait to see if I need my star rating and stuff like that. No. It's all moved over.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a completely different platform, right? Now, why is Ton Network asking me for my phone number through their Telegram app, which already has it? Why is it asking me for my email when it already has it? Why is it asking me for my Telegram username when it already has it? Why?
Yeah. And you know what I don't like on top of that, which is my major point of concern, that they don't want to say how much they have in their treasury. That's
Hmm.
extremely worry. I don't like that. I mean, I think, like you said, Tone is a great idea, right? So super awesome. They have a network, they have a platform. Check, check, check. But I want to know how much they have so that I know how much they can dump on me. And
Hmm.
the beautiful thing about the blockchain is everything should be transparent, right? Like we
Hmm.
should be able to know. But they tweeted not long ago and they said, "Well, the treasury, we don't want to say. It's not none of your business." Well, I'm sorry, but it is my business because if you do keep printing ton and you don't tell me, well, then I'm worried. So I don't have any in my portfolio to this day,
Neither.
and I like it. I like to keep it like that until they come up and say, you know what, we hold this much in any, by the way, in any chain, you can tell how much the treasury has, right? And how many tokens there are in circulations. Like those are the things you judge before you invest, right? So, wish all the best, but
Yeah. So, for example, Orpcoin, right? They have a treasury, right? And it's available if you ask the dev what the treasury, what's it called, account is. You can ask him, or you can, ask the group. People in the group go to Telegram group, and I'm sure somebody will remember where it is. And yeah, they'll show you how much we have in the treasury, right? And we've got like well over 250,000. So
yeah, exactly. Those are the things you want to consider before you invest into a project, right? Because otherwise you don't know how much they can dump on you. So I don't know. Yeah. Chad is saying, question, I have a house I'm considering to sell because I want to have more exposure to crypto. Can I get your thoughts on real estate versus Bitcoin and Ethereum comparison over the next 10, 20 years? Good question.
okay, there's several things to do. Like I don't know all your details of what it is. Is it a good idea to sell? Probably. But I don't know what level of mortgage it is, right, and so forth. So I can't really say for sure if you should just, withdraw, use a HELOC, and withdraw from your your house equity, and use that HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit, to buy Bitcoin and only pay interest, right? And you can do it in such a way so that, okay, well, what is going to be my interest payments over the next 12 months? Okay, so I'm going to withdraw from my HELOC that like 80% of that, right? And then because when the interest accrues, it's just taking from the HELOC as it goes, and so you don't end up having to pay anything, right? And then when Bitcoin's like double from where it is, then you could go and maybe consider paying off a percentage of that interest, right? Um, or paying the whole thing off if you want, because you sell half on the double, and then you cover the costs. But I would there's a lot of like planning to do where you would have to really think about the math behind it before you actually go ahead and execute on something like that. Because you might have a too high of an interest rate. You might have I don't know what all the details are, so I can't really give you an advice. So if you were to just straight out sell your house, that's probably be the safest advice I can give you.
I agree. I'm saying it's not my primary residency, it's a rental property. I mean, I would say, how long would you be able to lock the money for? Because, for example, if you have a rental property, that means the cash flow, right? If you need the cash flow to whatever, do something in the short term, it's probably not a good idea to sell Bitcoin, to sell, sorry, your house for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is really volatile. But if you can afford to lock this for 8 years or 12 years, no financial advice, but I think your house is not going to go up as much as Bitcoin is going to do, right? But
Yeah.
how long are you willing to wait? That's, I think, would be my question. Because if you can stay 8 to 12 years without touching those money, you will beat the cash flow and you will beat the value of the property, I
Yeah, I
think.
think it's safe to say that even a year, you'll beat out the property, right? Within a year, it's safe at this point in time to say that. And yeah, you could say, but he's just being even more overly cautious by saying 8 to 12 years, right? For sure, you'll just destroy it. But the thing is, you have to pay the interest payments, and so you have to plan your interest payments over that much time. And if your rental property is paying for the interest, then it's a no brainer, right?
Exactly, and also depends on where do you live, if you pay taxes on. There's so many variables, right? Like I'm sure they'll tax you on your rent. Like the
Yeah, but they don't tax you. They don't tax him because he's paying the interest on the rent, right? So that it's a wash. So there's no taxes.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bunch of things to consider. It's a beautiful question, and thank you, by the way, for trusting us with the answer. I would probably lay down a plan. It's not something like, I
No,
don't think it's on and off. It's not binary. You want to think about it for a little bit.
exactly. You got to put together all the different variables and put it into place so that you really think about like, okay, well, how much is this reoccurring interest is going to cost me? How much is this going to? What is taking a look at the long term perspective so that it works out mathematically in your favor, understanding all the different variables, including the inflation rate, including the possibility that Bitcoin doesn't double right from here, which should be low, but it could be. You have to consider that as a possibility. All these things have to be in your factoring so that you have the right plan.
Exactly. I can tell you, someone really close to me asked me the same thing a year ago. I said, sell it. And Bitcoin was at, I think it was around 15 or something like that, maybe a little bit more over than a year ago. But Bitcoin was about 16, 17. So far, it's going well. I don't want to jinx it. But at some point, you might want to think about what Da Vinci says all the time, right? So imagine you sell your house and Bitcoin doubles. I will take half of the profit back into, right? So that whatever you have, it's quote risk free, if it makes sense.
Hmm.
That's one way definitely to play it.
Exactly. So that's another option, right? So there's a lot of options there, but the safest one, of course, would be to sell the house. But if you want to take the risk so that you can own the asset and own an asset that's increasing in value, you can do some mathematical tests to see if your mortgage and everything can actually handle. You can handle the mortgage, handle the HELOC, whatever it is, whatever process, because there's lots of different things you can do at the bank. I don't even know if you've refinanced the house at a higher rate, because if you have a renter, you can actually show that to the bank and then you get a complete refinance, right? Based on the fact that you have a renter there. So it'll be worth more, the
Exactly.
house.
Exactly. And I'll probably say, myself and Da Vinci, we are both super laser eyes Bitcoin people. So I would include in the conversation someone who's an expert in real estate just to have a
Exactly.
different perspective, right? Because if you ask me, dude, I'm all in. So
Hmm.
I'm probably not the best person because
Yeah.
I would say sell the house immediately and get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I'm talking about Bitcoin, nothing else, right? I'm not
Mm.
talking about, like, I'm saying just Bitcoin. But I'm also very aware that I'm I'm a degen in Bitcoin. So you might want to speak to someone who's maybe an expert in real estate just to have, I don't know if you agree with me, Da Vinci,
Yeah,
but
different perspectives as well. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Nice. And thank you, by the way, for asking.
Mm.
Some
All right,
people
let's
have,
do one more and then call it a day.
yeah, some people have said they've been selling their homes for Bitcoin, and there's a lot happening in the chat, by the way. I was focusing in thinking, and I didn't look into the chat much. Let's see. Okay, so some people are asking when altcoin season. That's a good one. When altcoin season?
I think if you're measuring an altcoin season priced in Bitcoin, doesn't look that looks very very dark. Price of dollars probably already starting a new season right now. Um, um, if somebody also asks, do you? I save in Bitcoin and silver. So do I. I have some silver as well. I'm still a silver guy. Best meme coin for the bull market. Well, I already mentioned three of them already today. Orc, PayPay, and Waffles. There you go. Boom.
Exactly. There you have it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll call it a day. Thank you guys for your questions. If you have any questions, do you want to take on answer Maurizio, do you want to answer a question?
No, I mean, I think we've been going back and forth quite nicely. So um, I think we got some good ones out there. Yeah.
All right.
I'm good. Yeah. So all good.
Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like, and we'll see you guys next week.
Cheers. Thank you for having me, Da Vinci. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.